Hey guys, Kanal here, Bulls on Wall Street. Guys, hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. Happy Super Bowl day. Congratulations to anybody that's in California and root for the 49ers, or the long-suffering Kansas City Chiefs fans who have, like my Detroit Lions, been waiting 50 years for a Super Bowl, except the Kansas City Chiefs have actually been good for a lot of those years, but they just haven't won the big one. Rooting for both. As you guys know, Paul is my mentor, and he's a huge 49ers fan, so I got to root for my mentor and the 49ers. Go team. But let's talk a little bit about trading. This market has been nuts. This market's been nuts. Obviously, we had one of the biggest down days we've seen in a long time in the QQQs, and there was like just stocks getting pummeled all over the place. But I want to talk to you about a really interesting setup that, we took on Friday. This was one of the best trades that, I've taken in quite a few weeks, and it's a very simple setup. And then, of course, I got boosted with a little bit of luck, and preparation breeds good luck. But let's talk about this. So first of all, this Luckin coffee has been in a big downtrend for a while. It started actually with the coronavirus news. Obviously, if you have a huge quarantine going all over the country of China, people are not going to get coffee. They're not leaving their house. They're not even allowed to leave their house in some cases. So you started to see a really beautiful trend start to crack. And, once it broke under this 9 EMA, it was really pretty much donezo. And you see, like, we've been really shorting this nonstop. But I think Friday was like the pinnacle of what we took. So this stock has been in a downtrend for a little bit of time. And I've been watching this 50 SMA for quite some time as a potential bounce. But on Friday, when the stock could not hold at its 50 SMA and it broke right under. So this is like a great example, just using like a daily chart and then aligning your intraday with it. All intraday trades should have some kind of thesis behind it, which means like you need to have a setup from your daily chart that aligns with what you need to see intraday. When you get that time frame alignment, it's called aligning on multiple time frames. That's when you can get really good and powerful trades. So as soon as this stock lost, the 50 SMA, I shorted this thing like right off the bat at the open. And it doesn't really matter like what time frame you use. I literally was hitting this thing right at the open. But usually at the open, I go on a 2-minute chart. So what I'm looking for is at least just like a couple sideways candles to kind of nail this thing going. So I shorted this thing right under the VWAP in the 3550s with the hope that this thing is gonna trend down. And I caught a really, really nice shred on this one. And you know what? I was actually thinking like maybe this stock is just over and like it's starting to get really extended. But then lo and behold, Luckin Coffee takes a huge dive as short sellers respond. So what ends up happening is Muddy Waters, which is like a company that puts out reports, short reports on individual names that they think may be overvalued or even downright frauds. And you see like they put out this huge report saying essentially that there's a lot of fraud going on, that they're not really getting any customers, so on and so forth, and blah, blah, blah. Like this thing started to tank. Then later on, a company called Citron, which also puts out short reports, they actually came out and defended it and popped the stock back. But we took a really interesting step. So this is a gimme setup. Like you guys all know this, right? Like it's just 3 candles sideways. But what I want to show you guys is the second setup I took on this was just amazing. And like we hit this thing like right in, right into the chat. So I re-shorted right at like 11:30, 32.15. And then like I covered my last half at 29. So I got like 3 points on the last half. But it's a very, very simple stuff. This is what we call when there's a short report out. So the short report came out here. So the stock went from 33 to 30. Now, I sadly did not catch that rip because I was in some other stuff and I just caught the news. Like I got a text about the news and I was looking at it, but I was in some other stuff and it just dropped too fast, so I couldn't chase it. But this is what we call a breakout pullback that you can do after these kind of short reports come out. So as the stock pushes down, when it pops right back into the 9 EMA here, as soon as I get a red candle to hold, like the red candle starts to hold, I want to short this thing with the stop just above the 9. So I chased it down a little bit. I got 32.15. I could have really got a little bit closer to 32.50. And my stop loss was really just right at like 32.55, give or take. So I'm going to risk like 30-40 cents. And hopefully I can get this thing down to 30.60, if not more. So as this thing started to come down, I covered some near the lows. And then, I covered the rest into this big flush. I did leave $2 on the table, but this is awesome. Like with those low risks like that, you can go in 1,000, 2,000 shares if you want and really catch yourself some nice ranks. Like between these two, there was really just some amazing range in the stock. That's $10 on the short side. Look, a lot of you guys want to trade like penny stocks and stuff like that. If you can only trade like 200, 300 shares of something that has like this kind of range, you can still have like really good days, and you can build on that while trading something that's like very liquid and you can get in and out really easily on. And then, my business partner, Zaman, actually ended up longing this thing, into the close as it broke over the 9, and there was actually a pretty good squeeze on it. I didn't catch this part. I got a little bit out of this push over here, which was pretty cool, but otherwise it was this short that was the money maker. So guys, understand a couple things. Number one, daily chart, intraday chart alignment. The second moral of the story is that if you get lucky and there's some piece of news that comes out, don't chase it down, but look for the reload. There'll always be a tap back into the resistance spots, and then as it rolls over, you can catch it. And the secondary pushes are often just as powerful as the first one. So hopefully that helps, guys. Let me know what you think of these videos, and of course, smash the like button. And guys, I got an awesome treat for you guys. We've got a free chat day coming up on Thursday. I believe that is February 5th. Guys, I'm in my Discord room, like trading in front of my guys on video every single day. We got an awesome group of traders in there. They are all students of mine, and they have been personally trained by me, so they know the systems and the terminology. I invite you guys to come in and join it. We've just got a really, really cool Discord where, man, people are like even today, people are talking about business plans and brokers and, like different things. It is just a way to get successful because you are surrounding yourself with like-minded people that also have been trained by the same guy, which is me, which is pretty cool. And I invite you guys to come in, check us out. It's a free chat day, and I'm going to be live. I'm going to show you some awesome patterns, some trading techniques, but then, of course, I'm going to show you how to shred in real time. I look forward to seeing you guys. I'll put a link down, and then, of course, smash that like button if you guys are enjoying it, and share this video with your friends or subscribe. I love making these things for you, and feel free to leave me any comments. I'll make sure to answer them. Take care.